Teng Boo, the Chief Executive of Capital Dynamics. Many thanks for coming in.
Thank you, John.
For the viewer, I must say that you've been pretty accurate with your calls. In August last year, you were bearish in global markets, holding a 50% cash. October, you said stocks are so undervalued, it's screaming buy, and you're patiently waiting. No markets favoured right now. Now we're in March, and you're saying the rally will continue. So you're patiently waiting, and has it arrived?
Oh, well, what we have done is that we have been running down our cash levels. So from about 55% in September, October last year, generally it's down to about 30-35%. And I think there's still plenty of opportunities almost everywhere in the world.
Okay, that money, where have you put it to? Which asset classes? Equities just?
All equities. Our funds are equity funds.
All in Asia?
These are global funds. We don't invest in just a particular region. We believe that the boom will benefit every part of the world.
Let's say that you brought that 20% of your cash holding into equities. Which areas, can I ask, although you just said that you don't pick one favoured area, which area has performed the best, and do you see it performing as well going forward?
I think the rundown in our cash level has been in stocks that are a bit out of the radar of the normal investors.
The contrarian call?
The value call, in the sense that we look at long-term values. I think one stock which we mentioned earlier is Petra Diamonds. That's listed on London, and we, from a long-term perspective, I think it's the exposure to diamond is a lot better than gold. And the other exposure that we have been increasing is China WindPower. Again, WindPower is not really as hot as solar power, but I think if you look at the way the energy scenario is playing out 5, 10, 15 years from now, alternate energies, particularly in solar and wind, will become very attractive alternatives. And the reason why we like China WindPower is because it is not state-owned, and outside the state-owned enterprises, it is the largest in the China wind industry.
When you invest, do you invest with a 12-month view, or you just mentioned 10 to 15 years with China WindPower, or is it even longer?
Definitely not a 12-month view. We look at scenarios, we look at valuations, we look at businesses from a 5, 10, 15, or even sometimes as long as 30, 50 years.
So right now, for example, China WindPower, you've been waiting patiently, as you said, back in October.
Right.
This is the stock to invest in for the next 10 years.
I think valuation is a lot more important. If, for whatever reason, in the next 12 months, it triples or quadruples and goes far above fair value, I think if there's no margin of safety, we want to be out of the investment. But if we've invested in it, the price has gone up, but business valuation has kept pace with it, and it is still pretty attractively valued, then we'll be holding on to it.
When you invest, do you go and meet the company, kick the tires, as it were?
Oh yes. It's more than just kicking. It's more than just meeting the companies. You're right in saying that we kick the tires, and I fly literally every week.
Okay, so other companies include Boom Logistics, but I must point out that your biggest concerns are the oil price and US foreign policy. Now that's an interesting, a China point of view, do you think, or?
Global point of view, right. In the sense that US foreign policy can impact on free trade. If, let's say, if you look at what is happening to rare earths, Japan, Europe, and US has taken the case to WTO. So if it escalates, it can get into a pretty serious trade war, and that's the last thing that the world economy needs now. Or if, for whatever reason, US or one of her allies decide to invade Iran or bomb Iran, you're going to see a spike in oil prices. And I think American foreign policy has been a very, it has got a major impact on global economy, but analysts and investors don't really focus on it.
So that's the concern, oil price and that. Teng Boo, many thanks for coming in today. Teng Boo there, MD of Capital Dynamics, based in Kuala Lumpur.